I'd like to call to order the January 2026 meeting of the Knox County Board of Zoning Appeals. If you would call the roll.
Curtis Brown.
Present.
Jonathan Repass.
Present.
Ashley Williams. Cecil Anderson. John Elliott.
Here.
Sherry Garrett. Present. Philip Graves.
Present.
Paul Huff.
Present.
6 members present.
If you would, please join me with the pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Members of the Board of Zoning Appeals are volunteers from each commission district who do not receive compensation for their work on the board or the training they attend. As a quasi-judicial body, we avoid ex parte communication and conduct our business in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. My name is Paul Huff. I'm the chairman. My right is Mr. Curtis Brown, the vice chairman, and his right is Mr. Myers Morton, our law director representative. We may have other people present. Steve, you can introduce who you have.
Yes, today we have myself, Steve Elliott, we have Miranda Ward from my office, and we have Whitney Warner from Knox Planning.
Thank you. Our voting procedure requires a simple majority of board members present. Today there are 6 members present. We have a quorum. At this time, we'll look at the minutes from last meeting. I think there is one change, Mr. Graves.
Yes,
Mike.
yes, I'm on the Black Chapel Road, and I believe I made the initial motion on that. It's the only thing that's made.
With that minor change, or do I hear motion to approve the minutes?
Move to approve the minutes.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carried. Knox County Board of Zoning Appeals is authorized to grant variances and hear other matters by the Tennessee Code and the Knox County Zoning Ordinance, specifically 6160 Board of Zoning Appeals. These laws prescribe strict parameters, the meeting of which is required to grant a variance. The burden of proof in an application meets these parameters rests with the applicant. Excuse me. Quoting from Knox County Code or Ordinances 6160.04 variances, the purpose of the variance is to modify the strict application of the specific requirements of this ordinance in case exceptionally irregular, narrow, shallow, or steep lots or other exceptional physical conditions whereby such strict application would result in practical difficulty or unnecessary hardship, which would deprive an owner of the reasonable use of their land. The ordinance shall only be used where necessary to overcome some obstacle which is preventing an owner from using their property as the zoning ordinance intended. For each matter, the clerk will read the request into the record. The chair will then ask if the applicant is present. The chair will then ask if there is opposition or other speakers who wish to present. You do not have to come forward at this time. Once we've determined the speakers for the item, we will call governmental agencies such as Knox County Codes, planning, or engineering to make statements regarding the facts pertinent to the property and background of the request. Board members may ask questions of the governmental agencies once they have made their statements. Excuse me. The chair will then call the applicant to come forward, state their name and address for the record, and present their evidence and reasoning supporting the granting of the variance. If there is no opposition, the applicant has 10 minutes to present their case. If there is opposition, the applicant and opposition have up to 15 minutes. After the applicant's presentation, the board may ask questions of the applicant. The chair will then call for opposition or other parties who have up to 15 minutes to speak. This 15 minutes applies to all parties, so if there are multiple parties that wish to speak, Please determine how you're going to divide your time beforehand. After the opponents present their opposition, the board may ask questions of the opponents. Finally, there will be a discussion of the case by the board, during which time board members may ask further questions of the parties that have already testified. The board will then make any determination it deems necessary. Our bylaws allow an applicant at the initial hearing of a matter to request a deferral of 30 or 60 days without prejudice. In the event of the deferral of an application or failure to appear, any opponents may be heard on the record at a meeting where the application they oppose appears on the agenda. Mr. Moderator, will you swear in any speakers?
Will each of you that will be testifying before this board, please stand and raise your right hand. Do each of you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give to this board is the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Say I do. Thank you.
Steve, are there any changes to the agenda?
There isn't, but is the representative for 6909 Weaver Road here? There possibly could be a change to that item after we talk to the applicant, but at this point, they're not here.
Okay. 4D. Okay, when we get to 4D, we'll see if you hear you. Beginning now with item 4A.
This is a request of Alexander Zayas. It's for a waiver of front yard setback from 35 feet to 15 feet. The property is located at 4616 Marshall Drive, parcel ID 038EB020, zone RAE, in the 7th Commission District.
Is the applicant present?
Here.
Is there any opposition to this? Any statement codes on this?
We have none.
If you could state your name and address for the record.
Make sure the mic is on.
There should be a button. Thank you.
I'm Alexander Zayed, address 1140 Winterberry Lane, Knox, Tennessee 37932, and that's the property we're trying to build a house, but due to hardship of a flood zone, we asked them to change the setbacks.
Any okay, can you give us any evidence you have to support your request?
Can you repeat that, sorry?
Sorry?
Any evidence you
Any
have
evidence you
to
have to
request?
support your request? Why do you think you need a variance?
Well, we have a flood zone, and in order to build on that property, we have to move the house or setbacks to have a 3-bedroom, single home, 1 level.
I'll give you a little bit of help here. You have an unusual physical feature, that being a flood zone, and that results in your lot being too shallow to your build, so you need a variance on the front.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Garrett, this is in your district. Do you have any discussion?
Have you spoken with any of your neighbors about this? Obviously, if we grant this, the house is going to be closer to the road versus the other houses in the area, which were, I guess, grandfathered in, would be further separate. Have you spoken with your current neighbors and asked them how they felt about it?
I have, and they say it's fine. I was trying to see if I could work with them, work with them and see if we can build a 3-bedroom single home. And of course, their homes are older, so they didn't have a problem building. But some of them purchased the homes, they didn't build the homes. They said it was fine.
Any other discussion?
Is your proposed location that you're building this as close to the river as possible to comply with the
Yeah, we modified the plan, house plans a little bit just so we can fit in with this property and make it work.
Thank you.
Anything else? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Yeah, I'm going to make a motion to approve the waiver of the front yard setback from 35 feet to 15 feet due to the flood zone, which would make the lot unbuildable if it's not allowed.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries.
Item 4B is request of Jared Pearson for waiver to extend its commercial CA zone boundary 100 feet. The property is located at 5903 Thorn Grove Pike, parcel ID 097JA003, zone CA and AG in the 9th Commission District.
Is the applicant present?
Yes.
Sir. Is there any opposition to this? Anything from codes on this?
None at this time.
Can you please state your name and address for the record?
Jared Pearson, 6715 Park Lake Drive. Personal address 5903 Thorn Grove Pike is the body shop.
Okay, you want to extend the commercial zone 100 feet? Can you tell us why?
We have an issue with parking right now where we have vehicles at different stage of repair, and so there's a need for flatbeds to be able to come in, and so it's made it very difficult to use the property without a little extra parking. It would just allow us to make things safer without expanding the impact of the business.
The building that you're, this is the repair shop, it's already built, right?
It is.
Yeah, question came up. You got a drawing here that shows a red line and a blue line. Commercial line code. Ran out, see it on the screen.
What it is, Steve, up on the drawing, we've got the red line from the end of his property line where he wants to have it extended. He says he wants to extend it 100 yards, but he's got marked on there 150.79 feet. Feet, 100 feet, but he's got it marked on there 150.79 feet. So is he asking for 100 or is he asking for 150?
This body can only do 100, so that's the maximum you can do. Miranda actually did a drawing there, and I don't know why the TVs back here aren't working.
We can't see it.
That is actually what this body can grant is what's shown on the screen up here. So it would be 100 feet, which would that give you what you need?
It is, yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
I've not heard of anybody that objected to this, so is there any more discussion of that? In that case, I'll make a motion to approve this request.
I second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And
Thank you.
get it done. This next one, Mr. Anderson's.
Item 4C is request of Kevin Bailey for waiver of periphery boundary from 35 feet to 16 feet located at 1244 Arborwood Drive, parcel ID 162KD011, zone PR in the Big Commission District.
Are you the applicant, sir?
Yeah, Kevin McCackley, 1244 Arbor Drive, Knoxville.
Is there any opposition to this?
I have hearing aids on.
I'm just asking the audience if there's any opposition. Any statement from codes?
We don't have any.
Can you tell us why you need this?
Currently, if I were to do, I believe it's an 8-foot setback on the right, if you're driving up to the right side where it's not the scale. If I were to build any type of garage or anything in addition, I'd never be able to get anything out of my current garage. So I wanted to have that setback pushed back to its approximate current area so I can put a detached 2-car garage with some additional storage on top. And I went to both neighbors behind me and my HOA, and they all basically sent signed letters stating that they don't oppose or anything.
In the agenda meeting prior to this meeting, we discussed this at length. Your issue is the peripheral setback between, I assume, is the development that you're current in and the one right behind it. They're both the same zoning. They're both developments, so the peripheral line it's there by definition, but it's really not a peripheral. It's not a peripheral boundary in the strictest sense. So, do you have any other questions for this applicant? Hearing none, I'll, on behalf of Mr. Anderson, I'll make a motion that we approve this.
Second.
Approve it. Okay. Thank you.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving on to 4D.
4D is a request of Sean LeBaron for waiver of lot intensity from 1 acre to 0.5 of an acre for proposed Lot 1. Property is located at 6909 Weaver Road, parcel ID 078132, Zone AG in the 6th Commission District.
You're the applicant? Are you the applicant?
No, I'm the one that lives there. He can't make it until about another 20 minutes, so he asked me to show up.
Is the applicant on his way? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir.
Just not here yet?
Correct.
Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to just postpone this until maybe the end of the regular order, and then if he's here, we'll take it up then.
Okay, we can do it.
Does that suit you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I did have a question for the applicant here that I would like them to think over. There was a second home added in 2016, and we didn't know how we permitted it. But in our file, we found a plat that is recorded that says this parcel was actually 2.17 acres in size. So they wouldn't need a variance if this plat is correct.
Well, since the applicant's technically not here, I suppose we'll have to wait until he gets here and chat with him about that then.
Okay, yeah, because I think it is their surveyor, and I'd like to.
Well, if it goes away, that's fine, but we'll have to wait until he can clarify that.
Yeah, I don't know how this plat got changed. It's not showing up on KGIS, so but it was in our files.
It wasn't an acre, it wasn't previously sold.
Sometimes things happen, or don't happen in this case.
Yeah, and I don't. Well, the surveyor will need to talk with him, see what he says of what's going on, and we may need. It may be something we need to postpone while we further investigate.
We may have to defer this one if the surveyor's not. If the applicant can't answer the question, the surveyor's not here. We may have to defer until next month, but we'll see when he gets here.
Perfect.
4E.
4E is a request of Chris Rolau for waiver of front yard setback from 35 feet to 18 feet fronting Scenic Valley Lane, and waiver of front setback from 35 feet to 27 feet fronting Persimmon Lane. The property is located at 1600 Persimmon Lane, parcel ID 154GJ013, Zone RA in the 4th Commission District.
Is the applicant present? Got any, is there any opposition? Any statement from codes on this one?
We don't have any.
If you could state your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Chris Rulo. I'm from 1600 Persimmon Lane.
And can you tell us why you need a variance for this?
It's an existing structure that we built in 1996. I'd like to age in place, so we're looking to put a master on the main. We currently have a 2-car garage, and I'd prefer 3. So I would like to expand the garage so I could have a 3-car garage and workspace behind. And that brings up a point. I don't know if slight modifications are allowed at this stage. If you're willing to hear that out. I've drawn here something that would allow us to create a 4-car tandem garage, so you'd have 2 bays up front and space in the back, a workspace. If that rectangle were changed slightly, it could become, I could add a 3rd bay, so we'd have 3-car garage, and then behind that, workspace. And so that would require changing the 18 feet to something like 16 feet and changing the 35.73 feet to, just one thing here, just, I think 30 feet, 31.67 feet. So I guess what I'm asking, is there room for a couple feet of wiggle room at this stage?
What I'm hearing is, what I'm looking at is not what you actually want to build.
Well, I mean, to the extent that changes are allowed,
I can't tell you if changes are allowed unless I can actually see the changes. The package that we are looking at that we're being asked to review
I understand.
doesn't indicate any of this.
Yeah, I guess you're correct.
One thing that was, we did discuss this in the agenda meeting, and one thing that was working in your favor is the fact that probably in August, if things go the way they're headed, that one setback where you're asking for 18 feet probably would not need a variance, because you'll be, that setback would probably go down to 17.5 feet in August if the UDO is approved the way it's being headed. Wouldn't help you on the other side where you have a 27-foot issue. But now if you want to go down to 16 feet, not only are you in violation of the setback requirement now, you would also be in violation in August. So
Is it preferred that I resubmit and wait for the next?
I would,
Or is,
the chairman would prefer that you send us exactly what it is you're trying to build and exactly what
well,
setbacks you're looking to change.
you're correct in that when I submitted the building permit, I submitted something that would, what I just spoke about, master on the main and a 3-car garage with room behind it, and then that clearly violated the setbacks. So
This,
I
this might
redid
be-
things to minimize that impact, but I'm seeing some things in the agenda that suggest that the idea of going from 35 to 15 or 35 to 16 is not unreasonable, I guess. So I think I was just maybe, not having done this, maybe I was too conservative when I submitted
well,
this.
it's probably, this might be a good time for me to learn something. Kim, how do we get this? I mean, how does this information come to us? Does the applicant put together this package of information and you just?
Yes,
Okay,
the applicant
so-
provides information to us, and we put it in the packet, and.
I have an updated PDF if that matters.
I think I I would prefer to defer this for 30 days and let you come back to us with a package of exactly what it is you want to build.
Chairman, I would agree. I think it was advertised at 18 feet. If he wants to go less than that, it would need to be re-advertised just in case someone may be okay with 18 feet but oppose 16 feet. So I think it should be re-advertised.
Correct. So, for that reason, I will make a motion that this be deferred until the February meeting.
I'll second it.
Motion's made and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposition? We will see you again in February.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. 4F.
4F is a request of Benjamin Fields for waiver of side yard setback from 8 feet to 3 feet. Property is located at 3207 Montlake Drive, parcel ID 122IA002, zone Ag in the 9th Commission District.
The applicant, you are the applicant?
I am.
Is there any opposition to this? Any statement from codes?
We have none.
Please state your name and address for the record.
My name is Ben Fields, 3207 Montlake Drive.
And can you tell us the reason why you're asking for a setback? Variance, excuse me.
I am requesting the required setback to change from, I believe it was told to me at 10 feet, down to 3 feet, to allow the building of a code-compliant accessory storage building.
So, based on what you just said, am I correct in assuming that this accessory building has not been built?
It is an addition to an existing structure that would encroach on the 10-foot setback.
I'm sorry, is it building, or is it existing, or is it something you plan to build?
It is something I plan to build.
Okay, Miranda, well, I can't see the screen, so Miranda, can you pull up the aerial photograph that we were looking at in the agenda meeting that kind of shows a building already in that location?
Yes, that's it.
You
Back
see
there,
as
and that's it.
working from memory, it looks like kind of a white-looking building behind your workshop/shed.
So there's what I can see, I'm not sure if you can or not, that dark rectangular roof line is both a carport and half of it is enclosed, built out as a workshop. And I'm proposing to build an addition to the back of the workshop, right where the mouse is now.
Can you look at my computer screen?
Mm-hmm.
He's referencing this square right here. You see, your plan shows existing looks like this, but there's a square off of it.
Yes. Okay.
See, does it show that square on the right?
That was the temporary. Yes, so what you might be seeing and are referencing was a temporary shed that we had placed there for storage, and that's no longer there. And we are requesting to make it a permanent rebuild in that exact same area, but making it a permanent extension of the already existing shed.
Is there any reason why you can't locate your addition on either the north side or the south side of your work area/room?
Partially topography, and the other reason would be to still be able to maneuver vehicles in the driveway.
Is that steep area on the north side, is that a bank or a fill, Miranda? I can't tell.
I believe that's a cut slope where the house was leveled out, so that's a bank.
That's correct. There's a short retaining wall there. The property owner at 3213 owns the property to the backside of my property, and he has reviewed the site plan and is in agreement with my proposal. And he's also, yes, he's the owner of the land behind my property as well.
Can you tell about how far it is from the toe of that cut slope to his existing work area, wood shop, whatever, or work area / room? Is it less than 10 feet?
Oh, yes. It's 4 feet probably.
Yeah, KGIS isn't always super accurate, but it looks maybe about 6 feet.
Okay. What do you plan to use this condition for?
For storage.
Any discussion? It's mine. Hearing no further discussion, I guess I'll make a motion that we approve this variance request.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Hearing none, we'll consider it approved.
Thank you.
Let's see, we had somebody postponed. Did they show up yet?
Yeah, he might be here, Mr. LeBron.
4D.
Sean LeBron.
Is Sean LeBaron here?
Yeah, he needs to be sworn in.
This is item 4D on the agenda that we postponed. Steve, you had a question about survey. I guess I'll let you.
Did we skip the 4008 Copper Ridge, which was item,
No, that's the next one.
oh, that's the one the surveyor wasn't here yet?
I haven't gotten to the deferred items yet.
Okay, so yes.
Yeah, I wanted to get all the current agenda items done, and since this gentleman's here, we'll pick up
Gotcha.
it.
Mr. Chairman.
Are you the surveyor?
No, I'm
Yeah,
the
you-
owner.
Oh, the owner.
Right.
Wait, Steve, just a minute. Could you swear in the speaker? He's not been here before.
Will you raise your right hand? And do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, proceed.
We had this plat in our file that represents your parcel as 2.17 acres in size.
Okay.
If that's the case, you don't need a variance.
This is where I'm kind of going round and round. When I hired the surveyor, I had from the original family members that at one time it was added on and should be over 2 acres. He talked to the planning department and they said, well, we see it as 1.7, so they sent me over here.
Okay.
So I want to go with whatever is easiest.
Yeah. This is recorded,
Okay.
a plat that's recorded.
Yeah, that was what the information the surveyor that I hired to do all this, he came back and said that.
Yeah,
that's what
so,
it was. But-
so there's a recorded plat that says the parcel is 2.17 acres in size. There's also a recorded deed that says it's 1.7 acres in size. So I kind of think we need to do a little more research. Maybe we're granting a variance that they don't need. Because this plat was recorded after the deed was recorded. So I would like to go up and talk to the register of deeds and find out if there's a deed that's missing from KGIS,
Well, I mean, if it's 2.7 acres, there's no need for it.
yeah, they don't need a variance. In this plat, I mean, Whitney, do you want to weigh in? I don't, I've never seen anything like this.
So we missed this plat because it's not on KGIS. What is attached to KGIS is the quitclaim deed, and it was recorded in September of 2016. And when was that recorded?
Yeah, the deed that says 1.7 acres was recorded in September of 16. The plat was recorded in November of 2016 that says 2.17 acres, so,
This is the Weaver Road property?
yes, correct.
Well, the property map detail report doesn't match any of that. It shows it as a warranty deed date 7/26/2023.
Well,
Yeah, that's when he purchased it.
Yes.
But it is one for 1.7 acres. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Steve. I think there's some additional homework needs to be done to figure out exactly how many acres are involved here. I don't want to grant a variance if it's not necessary.
I think he only bought 1.7 acres, but I'm confused. Where does this other acreage go? Did it, because by plat, it's still part of this parcel.
My understanding from the family members is that 2016, when they put the additional modular home in the back, that at that time they had to get the extra property.
Yeah.
So when I bought it, it was under the assumption that it was going to be 2 acres. And we're just trying to do the split or the variance so that we can get loans on each property. That's all we're trying to do.
I think the right thing to do here is defer and let us do a little more research, and let them come back in February, or maybe they don't even need to come back in February.
Yeah, if you don't need to come back, that's fine. If it turns out that you don't have 2 acres or at least 2 acres, then yes, come back in February and we'll try to deal with it then. But we need to make sure that we're not granting a variance when a variance is not required.
Yeah, and as soon as this meeting's over, I'll go up and talk to the register of deeds to find out what's going on.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to defer this to next month.
I second. Motion's been made and seconded to defer this until the February meeting. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? No. We'll defer it until February if necessary.
Thank you.
We'll move on to 5A.
5A is a request of Christy Gettleman for waiver of lot intensity from 1 acre to .86 of an acre for lot 1R, waiver of lot intensity from 1 acre to .83 of an acre for lot 2, and waiver of lot intensity from 1 acre to .83 of an acre for lot 3, located at 4008 Copper Ridge Road, parcel ID 077-11604, 077-17701, Zone Ag in the 6th Commission District.
I think we're gonna have to wait for Steve. Steve, I think in the agenda meeting, we decided that there was a slight change to the drawing of this property, but I don't believe it's in our package. It's there.
That's correct. I'm gonna let Miranda talk about it. She's the one that accepted it.
Originally, Lot 1 was being asked for a reduction, but on this new drawing, Lot 1 is a total of 1 acre, so they wouldn't need it for Lot 1R. And now Lot 2 is just being reduced to .52 acres, and Lot 3 is being asked for .83 acres. So it's only 2 variances now.
Say again, what was lot 2 and 3?
Lot 2 is .52 acres, and Lot 3 is .83 acres.
Okay. Mr. Elliott, this is yours. I'll let you take the lead on it.
Well, thank you. Go ahead and get us up to speed on where we're at.
My
since
name's Adam
deferral.
Schming. I'm the surveyor, 6619 Crossgate Drive. So according to what Christie told me at the last meeting, it was requested we remove the flagpole from Lot 2 and just include its location with the group of lots that are accessing to the southeast of that lot number 1. So that's why the area's changed. And then Lot 3 does not have legal access to that easement where they're using driveways. I mean, maybe they've got an agreement with the owners, but there's not a written easement that says, you know, y'all can use this. So on this plat, we've added an easement onto Lot 3 where Lot 2 and 3 can share that access.
Is there any opposition?
Well, I have a question now that you've mentioned the easements and all that. Is on Lot 1, on the northwest side, there appears to be a, I don't know how wide it is, like 25 feet wide, maybe, strip of land. What is that?
On the left side of the Lot 1?
Left side, northwest side, yes.
That was the original flagpole for Lot 2, and that got changed after last meeting.
Okay.
So that's how Lot 2 was going to legally access the road.
Yes, now I remember, Lot 2 was a flag and Lot 3 was a flag, and we requested that they combine access for Lot 2 and 3 onto one access easement, which is what they've done now. Now they're both accessing there, and the flag for Lot 2 went away.
Okay, well, I guess they did what we asked them to do, and I'm just curious why we didn't ask to extend that flagpole up Lot 2 to give Lot 3 access on that instead of putting easements on the other side. But we have what we have, so.
Yeah, I think the reason we didn't, Chairman, is they're using that existing driveway. So the access they're actually using is where it's shown now. If they would have kept it on the other side, they would have had to build a new driveway. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who's this? Mr. Elliott?
Yeah. Do we have any further discussion? I'm not sure we asked, is there any opposition? Getting a little thin in here. Well, based on, I'd like to make a motion to approve the waiver of lot intensity from 1 acre to 0.86 acres for Lot 1R. Waiver lot intensity from 1 acre to 0.83 acres for Lot 2. Is that written correct?
Hold on a
Yeah, that's
second.
not written correct.
No, it's on the screen. Lot 2 would be 0.52, Lot 3 would be 0.83, Lot 1R
Yeah,
doesn't
lot
need
one's
one.
an acre, right. So, yes, making a motion to make lot 2, 0.5, reduce it to 0.52 acres, and lot 3 reduce to 0.83 acres. And I would base that on, the obvious solution would be to zone it RA, but since that's not applicable, since this also might be addressed in August as referenced earlier, and the fact that they went out and did everything we asked, I make a motion.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposition? You have your request.
Thank you.
Yes.
Next item is 5B. It's a request of Daniel Birch for waiver to extend the industrial boundary line 100 feet, located at 4329 Greenway Drive, parcel ID 059JA021, Zone I and RB in the 8th Commission District.
Are you the applicant, sir?
I am, yes.
Can you We have anything from codes on this?
We have nothing.
Can you state your name and address, please?
Daniel Birch, 4329 Greenway Drive is the subject property.
Is there any opposition to this? Okay, if you could tell us exactly why you want to extend the industrial zone?
So you can see the existing industrial boundary is diagonal across the central portion of the track. The purpose of the variance would be to construct an additional garage structure adjacent to that northernmost structure on the map. And most of what will be the proposed building would be within the existing industrial zone anyway. So we decided the easiest way to deal with this would just be to request the 100-foot extension so that the building would be fully within the industrial zone.
Mr. Graves.
Good afternoon. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
What kind of business are you putting in, just out of curiosity?
So this is an investment. I think this additional structure would fully utilize the value and utility of the site. There's already an existing building up there, and I think creating sort of an L-shaped layout up there at the top of the portion of the property, because it's kind of tiered. So from that main structure, it tiers up, and then it tiers up again. Just really trying to maximize the value of the site and to a potential user, whether that's a tenant or an end user or buyer.
So you don't have anybody in mind yet? It's just
I have some ideas, but nothing set in stone. Yeah.
I'm just thinking for the sake of the people who live on either side of the property, going further and possibly creating a nuisance for them would be my main concern. But Mr. Elliott has told us that obviously if you guys go and clear any vegetation, you got to put that back, and
sure,
they'll take care of all that. So we'll have a little bit more of a clear answer, but obviously if it's not set in stone yet, I understand that.
Yeah, and the existing property is light manufacturing / storage, could be service oriented. I think there'd be a number of businesses that could thrive on that property. There hasn't been a whole lot going on that property for a long time, so really trying to make it something that can contribute to the local economy to the greatest degree.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? Just so I understand, this property, lot number 21, goes all the way from the planned residential area behind it, all the way down. It has access to Greenway Drive, right?
Yes, it appears it does.
It's kind of like a little flag piece that comes up, and it's kind of an odd shape.
It is definitely odd shaped.
Okay.
Yes. It extends along that west side of the property. It's basically one access point.
Well, I'm for anything that gets rid of any RB zoning, so is there any further discussion on this? Mr. Graves, you want to make a motion?
Sure. I will make a motion that we grant the waiver to extend the industrial zone boundary line 100 feet.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposition? You have your variance, your zone boundary change.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Any other business come before the board? In that case, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion's made and seconded, and all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. We're adjourned.